But that time, I just want to know.
You want to hear it. You like hearing this.
I want to know that God has been my wingman with you and that nobody can take you away.
You looked at me and a bolt of lightning shot through my body.
I don't want some guy doing that, looking at you and going, holding your gaze.
I
The
just
pride.
have to say I'm married.
Do you think in the end she had respect for you?
In the end, oh, no. She told me that she had no respect for me. And I was like, well, make it about me all you want, but, you know, we're the same thing to each other. I get defensive and I really counterpunch a lot. But I wouldn't have started out being mean to any of them. But when they left, they got mean. I was counterpunching, I felt like. I mean, in the end, it's like, move on and be happy. I just, in time, maybe it all comes back.
He didn't lose them. He didn't get blindsided. He didn't wake up one day and find his family gone. He just couldn't control them anymore. This wasn't a breakup. It was a liberation. A slow, silent resistance that finally caught fire. You're watching Drama Unfiltered. And this time, we're not watching Cody grieve. We're watching him lose the one thing he was never willing to admit he needed most: control. Cody Brown loved the idea of being the head of the family. He said it like scripture. He wore it like armor. But in a real family, leadership is earned, not declared. And the wives? They were done waiting to be led. Christine didn't leave a marriage. She escaped a performance. Janelle didn't walk out of love. She walked away from a power structure. And Meri? She was ghosted long before she left, because you don't have to scream at someone to control them. Sometimes you just ignore them until they disappear. This isn't about who loved who more. It's about how love was measured. Cody gave Robin softness, access, and vulnerability. He gave the others rules, silence, and suspicion. And when they questioned it, he told them they weren't loyal. He told them they were disrespectful. He told them they weren't safe. But here's the truth no one said out loud. Until now. Control doesn't always come through shouting. Sometimes it comes through spiritual hierarchy, through the threat of emotional withdrawal, through turning sacred into obedient. Christine isn't bitter. She isn't angry. She isn't even shocked. She's clear. For the first time in years, she's completely lucid. And that's what makes her dangerous. We were miserable for years. He cried when we left, not when we were suffering. That's the moment the lie collapsed. Cody didn't want the wives. He wanted the loyalty they represented. He cried when the story cracked, not when the people did. He grieved the image, not the intimacy. Janelle has always been calm, collected, strategic.
Oh, that's not true. I remember pitching in too, taking my turns with cooking. And I don't know what they're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't know. I think it's just the same old, just trying to poke, just trying to poke at me.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever.
Do you think Cody has this standard of wanting everybody to look a certain way and present themselves to the world a certain way? Is that important to him?
I don't think so. I feel like that he's just like, I don't know. I don't feel like it's not a big deal. It's just, I think everybody's got their things. And I don't know I don't know. This is so weird because I feel like there's just like, they're bringing up things that I'm like, huh? What? I'm not even tracking it, I guess.
Okay.
So it's like, it feels like it's coming out.
The woman in the
left field
background,
a little bit.
the negotiator.
Yeah, I'm like, what?
But this season, something inside her broke, and she didn't yell. She detached. That's scarier than anger. Because when a woman like Janelle detaches, she's not looking for a fix. She's calculating her escape route. He didn't want accountability. He wanted loyalty. She nailed it. This wasn't a marriage. It was an emotional regime. And when Janelle realized she was one conversation away from betraying herself, she chose silence over subservience. Before Christine walked, before Janelle snapped, before Robin cried, Meri vanished, not physically, not officially, but emotionally. She was erased long before she ever packed a bag. "I don't even remember the last time he touched me," she says. That's not just sadness. That's decades of being starved quietly. Because you don't have to fight someone to push them out. You can simply forget them while they're still standing in front of you. Cody didn't reject Meri. He just stopped seeing her as valuable. Because in his world, value equals compliance. Let's talk about it. Robin didn't steal Cody. She absorbed him. She gave him something the other wives stopped offering: undisputed authority, emotional validation. A place where no one pushed back. Cody calls it safety. He says Robin made him feel safe. But the word safe doesn't mean what he thinks it does. Safe means unchallenged. Safe means flattered. Safe means not being reminded of your hypocrisy. Robin didn't just survive the collapse. She became the bunker, the one he could run to every time the mirror got too honest. Now Cody walks around with his hands in the air. I don't know what went wrong. I tried. I loved them all. But love doesn't erase behavior. And here's what really happened. He didn't lose Christine. He lost the ability to silence her. He didn't lose Janelle. He lost the illusion that she'd stay no matter what. He didn't lose Meri. He lost the power to ghost her in peace. When control failed, the marriages collapsed. Not because they weren't working, but because they were only working for him. So what happens when the king loses his court? He looks around and finds out no one's playing anymore. Robin's tired, Meri's gone, Christine's free, Janelle's done. And Cody? He's sitting in the ruins of a family he micromanaged until it turned to ash, wondering why the throne is empty and the walls won't talk back. He didn't lose wives. He lost mirrors. And now he's alone with the version of himself no one was protecting anymore. This wasn't the breakdown of a family. It was the collapse of an illusion, one where love was measured in compliance, and control was disguised as leadership. You've been watching Drama Unfiltered, where we don't recap the lies, we burn them down. Comment. Which wife do you think saw through Cody first? And why did it take so long to walk away? Subscribe. Because control only works until people remember their worth.